Hello African Planet viewers, I'm here at the Airbus event here in South Africa where we are celebrating two milestones. First, the launch of commercial services, and second, 30 years of Airbus here in South Africa. How incredible. And I happen to have bumped into Patrick. He's from RwandAir and he's head director of flight operations for RwandAir. What does that mean?
So basically, the director of flight operations organizes everything that has to do with keeping our planes up in the air safely.
Okay.
From operations control to pilots, cabin crew, flight operations engineering, standards and compliance, just encompasses everything. And I'm actually basically two bosses. I have my bosses within the airline, the CEO and the COO, and I'm also accountable towards the Civil Aviation Authority in Rwanda as the post holder. So there I have another boss, actually.
Yes, quite you. And safety is so key and critical. I mean, it's not just the lives in the air and everything else, but it's the operations on the ground and keeping the airplane safe as well. What do you think is your biggest challenge?
So, biggest challenge, basically, there are a couple of challenges. At the moment, we're undergoing a transformation. You may know that there's a partnership of RwandAir together with Qatar Airways.
Yes.
So, of course, that brings along changes. So, any change has challenges. It brings along cultural changes in the way we operate. So I would say that, along with getting enough qualified personnel, cabin crew, pilots and all that, these are the challenges.
On the one hand, there's research or data coming through to say that there is a pilot shortage. On the other hand, there's data coming through that says it's not necessarily a pilot shortage, but the right pilot for the right job. Are you seeing that as a critical scarce skill at RwandAir, a shortage of pilots in the future?
Well, there is huge competition worldwide for qualified pilots. That's sure. We have the big players, the giants in the Middle East, who have resources that we may not necessarily have here on the continent. Having said that, though, there is tremendous talent on the continent. And we're trying to attract these talents with maybe not necessarily only salaries, but interesting employment models, commute models, things like that. So we try to approach this slightly differently, trying to address quality of life also, and not only salaries. And there is tremendous talent on the continent, and I think we will be able to find them and attract them and then hopefully retain them.
RwandAir, how many Airbuses do you have?
We have currently 3 and number 4 is on its way. Should be joining the fleet very, very soon. We just operate A330s. Yeah, 200 models and 300 models.
All personal belongings secured by